Oh, I'm live. Sorry. How's everybody doing? We're gonna be continuing today with Light the Way, and we're gonna be doing Ike's route. Yes, this is gonna be a lot of fun. Just let me mess around with some settings. It says my audio bit rate is low. Let's see. Yes, I know the date is wrong. Hi. Yes, it's Michael Root. Oh, I muted the music. It's fine. Just so I can talk to you all. But I'll turn it back on just a second. There we go. Let's see how that works. Yeah, that fixed it, yeah. Alright. How's it sound? Okay. So yes. We're doing Ike's route. And I just yeah. He's been I don't know, I'm a little concerned about him. But again, I feel like he does have a lot of support in Niji Sanji, but you know, that thread he made about him struggling with his health just kind of broke my heart. So I just hope that he has people supporting him, and of course I support him as a fan. And I just hope he gets better because I know what that's like, struggling with depression. But again, maybe let's show him a little bit of love in this, okay? So let's get started. I don't need the tutorial. Okay. Today is the day of my interview at Lion's Pride, a famous cabaret in Niji Sanji and city known for its great choice in entertainment and drinks. When they call my name for the interview, I step into the room. Inside, there's a man sitting on a chair behind his desk who smiles and stands up to greet me, offering his hand in a handshake. Greetings and welcome to Lion's Pride. I'm Luca Kanekuro, your interviewer for today. You've come here to apply as one of our servers, is that correct? Yes, that is correct. Wonderful. Please go ahead and take a seat so that we may begin. I nod along as we both sit down. So far, it's as normal as any other interview. Just to confirm it, and for the sake of formality, can you tell me your name? Yeah, I'm pretty sure my name hasn't changed since the last time I played this, so we're just gonna use the same. Yes. Is Eden the right way of saying your name? Yes. Yes, my name is Eden. Thank you. Now, what are your pronouns? Yes, she, her. To make sure I got it right, you prefer to be addressed as she, her, correct? Speaking of pronouns, I do want to do something special for, hang on, what's that saying? Huh. Okay. Sorry. Hang on. Let me just refresh the chat because I saw a message pop up, but I couldn't quite read it. Hang on. I'm gonna pop you all out. There we go. Okay. Alright. So, speaking of pronouns and all that, I do want to do something special for Pride Month. So, that includes possibly streaming games made by LGBTQ creators. Hi, Midnight Tsukino, how are you? So anyway, if you all have any ideas, feel free to either write them in chat, or if you're watching the VOD later, you can put them in the comments down below. But, you know, Pride Month, it means a lot to me as a queer creator and as a queer VTuber and somebody who loves queer people like very much. I have a lot of LGBTQ friends out there. Actually, one of the people who's been helping me out is LGBTQ too, so I want to kind of make a nice tribute to her. Oh yeah, there we go, there's chat. But yeah, so I'm taking suggestions. I do prefer games that are heavy in story. If you have any ideas for funny dating sims I could possibly play, or anything romance heavy, I'm open to it all. But I would prefer games created by LGBTQ creators, even if it's not. Oh yeah, I'm bi too, proudly bi. Yeah, I've known since I was like 12, so which is like, I'm not gonna say exactly how long ago, but it's a decently long time ago. But yes, so if you have any idea for like dating sim games or romance games, or even horror games, I would love to play like a horror game made by an LGBTQ creator with that kind of theme. Just, yeah, if you have any suggestions, feel free to comment down below or in the chat. I will be checking chat during the stream, or you can just hop into my mentions on Twitter, and I would be happy to check them out. So anyway, let's get started. Oh, it's okay if you're a late bloomer. Like, I've known since I was 12, but I wasn't out until maybe 2018. And I was 12 an embarrassingly long time ago, so there's no shame in being a late bloomer. I'm just happy you're here, okay? You being a late bloomer means you survived. Alright. Okay, we have reviewed your application and your qualifications. Congratulations, you got the job. My eyes widen in shock, unsure of how to react to this news. Elation? Confusion? This is great, but I can't help but blurt out the first thought that crosses my mind. That was fast. Well, the boss vouched for you when he saw the application. That made the process much faster. You could say this interview is more of a formality sort of thing, especially since we're hiring more than one server. I see. Please thank him for me. I'm honored, but I've never met him before. I did some prior research and looked up the owner of the cabaret back then, but his name definitely didn't sound familiar. Oh well, as long as I got the job, it works. It's alright, you can thank him yourself when he's in for the day. He tends to be around the cabaret often. I see. That's a little nerve-wracking, isn't it? You don't need to be nervous. He's a good man at heart, you'll see. I'll see you tomorrow morning for your first shift. Is that alright with you? Of course, I look forward to it. It's my first day. and so far everything is going smoothly. Wait, isn't the blonde one over there the boss? I should thank him for giving me the job. Okay, here we go, here we go. I can't do Vox's voice, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That rice, it's absolutely revolting. It falls apart in my mouth. What? Nah, dude, the rice is perfectly fine. Mista, that was not nice. That was not rice. Come on, guys. At least it's better than last time. That's true. I'll take it over the fish and chips he showed last time. Don't worry, I already threw that away. Ah, but he seems to be talking to some people. Maybe his friends? Better stay away to avoid bothering him. Oh, Eden, over here! The moment Boss spots me, he starts waving excitedly. Wait, why is he shouting? I saved a seat for you. Come over. You can't reject your boss, right? Well, it's embarrassing that he's calling for me so loudly in public. I should go and see what he needs. Coming! I walk over to the table, where the boss and 4 other men are. I can't help but feel nervous as I take an empty seat, sneaking a glance at one of them. The person who grabbed my attention first is... Eiki! The man with glasses and fancy earrings. A gentle-looking man with dyed hair and glasses. He looks so out of place here with all those intricate jewelry. So, why did you call me over, boss? Nothing, it just felt like it. Now, let's get you some would you mind introducing her to us, Luca? It would only be polite to get us acquainted first. Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad. So, guys, we have to be careful around this new wild species named Eden. She's the silliest, bestest fun incarnate I've met so far. A very rare one. Please, be gentle with her, because she can get quite aggressive if you push her too far. Huh? Did I give off that impression from my documents? I'm sorry, I'm struggling to read right now. We're talking about this person, right? I don't think that's really a nice way to introduce someone. What is this, interdimensional geographic? But it works, right? I feel like I know her more now. Yeah, as long as it gets the message across, yeah? There are better ways to introduce someone. But I gotta give points for creativity. See, they get me. Feeling a little more awkward than earlier, I tried to look elsewhere and noticed someone raising their hand to order. My apologies, but I have to get back to work. I see another table ordering. It was lovely meeting you all, though, so please excuse me. I jolt up before immediately speed walking off to get that order done. Blood rushes to my cheeks as I think of the terrible first impression that must have made. And there she goes. Wow, I didn't know she could run that fast. Pog! She seems very nice. I wonder if I can see her again in the future. Woo, he's already interested. Time passes and eventually the cabaret is about to close. As I am packing my things, I hear a voice calling out to me. Psst, Eden, come over here. I got something for you. Turning to the direction of the sound, I recognize this person to be my coworker Uki Violetta, who's beckoning me to the bar. Curious, I walk over to him with a hum. What is it? Now that I look at the bar between us, he's got some small pieces of paper below each finger. They all have different handwriting based on what I can see. It's some notes that the boss man and his friends left for you. I didn't bother to read any of it, though. But look at you, such a charmer. Already getting notes from customers on your first day. Oh, thanks, I guess. I'll take a look at them. No problem, just pick the one you like, okay? Alright, let's see. Yes. This one's Ike. Would you like to enjoy the drinks and jazz music together? Interesting choice, Eden. I'll get going now, though. Got to do something later. Have fun, bitch. Take care, Uki. Uki walks off as I stare at the note I chose, a curious look on my face. I wonder what the person behind the note is like. Only one way to find out. The day after receiving that note from Uki, it dawns on me that I don't even know who this person is or how I can meet them. Uki pauses what he's doing and meets my eyes as if he just read my mind. He leaves me no time to dwell on that thought and makes his way over. Hey bitch, have you met up with the one who wrote that note yet? No, and I don't even know when or where. Oh, well, if I had to guess, it will be during tonight's party. Party? The one boss briefed us about this morning? Now that I remember, he also said I won't have to work during that party since it was meant to welcome new employees like me. No duh. If there was a prime opportunity for a little meeting with fun, that would be the perfect time. I see. Are you planning to attend too? Nah, my shift is done before the party and I plan on heading straight home. Gotta get my beauty sleep in after all. But you have fun there, Kay? Okay, I will. I guess my excitement will have to wait until the party starts. Cute. I walk into the cabaret the next day, glancing around to see the party in full swing. So this is what a gathering's like. Boss told me about it, but I never thought it'd be so big. I wonder if I'll meet the person who wrote the note I chose. We'll see. Oh? He looks familiar. Should I talk to him? Da boy! Yes. I remember the apparel design of one of my boss's friends. His ensemble stands out among the crowd, pulling me forward to approach him as he looks at me with a gentle smile. Oh, he's so sweet. Hello there. You're the one Luca introduced to us, right? Yes, that was me. I remember he said something along the lines of, "We have to be careful around this new wild species named Eden." She is the silliest and bestest fun incarnate I've met so far. A very rare one. Be gentle with her, because she can get quite aggressive if you push her too far. Yeah. Oh, did you not like that? Sorry, I'm sure Luca didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. Nor did I. It's perfectly fine, don't worry about it. Speaking of which, I never introduced myself, did I? Whoops. I'm Ike Eveland, a friend of Luca's. It's nice to meet you, Eden. Oh no, the pleasure is all mine, Mr. Eveland. Mr. Eveland? It's very kind of you to be so polite, but there's no need to be formal with me. After all, I'm just a regular novelist. It's okay to just call me Ike. I'll try to remember that. Thank you. Before we can speak anymore, I hear someone calling for me to their table. So I had to say a quick goodbye to Ike before answering the ones calling me. Now that I look at the clock, so much time has passed. I still have energy to talk to more people. But who should I approach is the real question here. Approach Ike, obviously. I sigh as I move to the sides of the room. While it is nice to mingle with everyone, I sometimes like being out of the spotlight for a bit. Near my spot is Ike, who looks to be doing the same as me. So Eden, is the party to your liking? It's definitely fun, but a little too loud for me. What about you, Mr. Eveland? The crowd's a bit overwhelming, but I'm enjoying myself nonetheless. Also, I told you to just call me Ike. I don't want you to feel pressured just because I know Luca. You can speak as casually with me as you'd like. Sorry, I'm just not used to it. It's alright. I'm sorry if I seem pushy about it. You just seem so nervous around me that I wanted to ease the tension a little. Aw, that's sweet. Did I overstep? No, I appreciate the gesture a lot. Maybe with a bit more time, it'll come more naturally to me. Am I that scary? I apologize, I'm not that great at talking with someone new. But if you feel too pressured, just let me know, alright? I want to get to know you better without making you feel uncomfortable. Got it, Mr. Ike. I'll let you know. From the distance, I can hear a, "Hey, Eichel!" from the crowd, gaining a reaction from Ike. Oh, excuse me. I think someone is calling me. Let's talk again soon, okay? Sounds good to me. With a nod and a wave, Ike walks off back into the crowd, leaving me with my thoughts. The party is almost over now after all that. I think I have just enough time for one more conversation. But with who? Well, Otome game rules. As I'm leaving the cabaret for the day, I notice a familiar figure about to leave as well. Seeing who it is, I start smiling and approach them. Oh, are you going home already, Mr. Eveland? Oh, Mike? Please don't push yourself for my sake. But yes, I am heading home. What about you? Me too, I'm just waiting for my cab. That was your first time attending a Lions Pride gathering, right? I hope it was a good experience. Okay. It was. The organizers did an excellent job of putting together a really enjoyable night. That's great to know. My friends definitely did a wonderful job organizing the gathering. Oh, I might have skipped something. No, I'm good. Since we've been talking, though, I'd like to get to know you better, Mr. Oh, I did it again. You know, if you're truly having trouble with it, don't worry about it. Perhaps over time, as we get closer, it'll become easier to speak to each other freely. I'd like that. Sorry that I keep going back to using Mr. Eveland, even though you asked me to call you by your name. It's quite alright, Eden. We'll meet again, and you'll get used to it slowly. The thing that's most important to me, if we're going to spend time together, is for you to be comfortable. Speaking of spending time together, you did receive my note, right? Wait, you mean the one about wanting to enjoy the jazz music with drinks? Yeah, are you still up for that? Of course, I'd love to. Maybe next weekend? I nod to what Ike just said, before we give each other a small wave and leave the cabaret, happily awaiting for the next time we meet. Now that I'm finally home after the party, I immediately go to flop down on my bed, clear exhaustion on my face. However, before I can attempt to fall asleep, I suddenly hear my phone ring. Raising my eyebrow, I pick up my phone to check who it is. It's Boss. Ah, hello, Boss? Hey, Eden. Sorry for calling you at such a late time, but I never properly introduced the guy's name to you yesterday. Did I? No, you didn't. Let me fix that then. I'll list them all other than myself so that you at least know who they are. They sometimes come to the cabaret to look for me, so it's convenient if you do. The first one is Ike Eveland, the one with all the gold accessories and whatnot. I'm sure you two will get along. Oh yeah, we will get along. He seems like a good guy. Would be nice to talk to. Then you most likely will get to know Shu, one of the managers here at the cabaret. He's the one in the purple suit. Pretty pog if I say so myself. Then I hope to learn more about him in the future. After that is Vox, the one with black hair. He's very polite, so don't worry about approaching him for anything. Polite? No. I mean, yeah, he is. He can be. If that's what you say, boss, I'll make sure to remember that. And finally, other than me, your mean and evil boss, you have Mista. Word is that he's a famous detective, which is definitely true. Oh yes, I've definitely heard about him. Thank you for introducing all of them to me. No problem. Now have a good sleep, yeah? Nighty night now, Pop! And with that, the phone call ends. I can't help but smile before placing my phone down and letting myself fall asleep, happy with the encounters I made today. Oh, pretty. Finally, my shift's over. Feels like I've been in here forever with all this constant roaring and music. I can go back home and get some much needed rest. Wait, I hear people in the distance. I'll talk to you later. See you tomorrow, Luca. Aw, bye, Ikey Wikey. The two are waving to each other as Boss turns away. It sounds like their conversation just ended. The other person heads toward the door with efficient steps, coming closer to me. Wait, it's... Ah, I didn't see you there. I'm so sorry about that, Eden. Mr. Eveland stops when he sees me. The surprised look on his face turns into his usual gentle expression, which makes me almost automatically smile in return. It's alright, Mr. Eveland. I mean, Ike. No need to trouble yourself over it, Eden. You'll get used to it in no time. Yeah. Anyways, you're heading out, right? Then please, let me walk you home. It's getting dark out, and I'd feel terrible if I let you go all by yourself. Oh, he's such a gentleman. Yes. That would be great. I appreciate the offer. And it's settled. Which direction should we be heading to get to your place? Oh, it's an apartment in Diamond City Lights. Should be a short walk north. Ah, so over there. If you're alright with it, may I suggest taking a little detour? I assure you it will be worth the walk. Yes. I don't mind. I don't mind. You got me all curious now. Wonderful. Shall we move along? I don't see why not. Besides, that just means I can get to know him a little more. Yes. I let Mr. Eveland lead the way as he guides me through the streets on the little detour he wants us to take. So the place Ike wanted to take me to was the park. It's quite deserted at this time of night, but since it's just me and Ike, I think this type of scenery has its own charm. We've been talking for a while, and so far, things seem to be going well. Man, Boss can be pretty loud, huh? Haha, yeah, he can be quite loud at times, but that's just Luca. I heard his voice from across the room when I was getting ready to leave, though it's actually very endearing. Yeah, never talk bad about somebody's friend in front of them. They don't like that. It's actually very endearing, and it's nice how he's always so friendly to everyone, even his employees. I'm glad you agree, Eden. Speaking of Luca, I never got to ask, how are you enjoying your job so far? I like it. Pays well. I get to experience a party atmosphere, and best of all, I got to meet you, Ike. Ooh, smooth. Oh? His face is turning red. That's so cute! Well, you're quite the smooth talker. And you called me by my first name, Eden. I'm so proud of you. Me? Smooth talker? I don't even know how to process all of that. I can feel my face heating up from hearing it. Oh, you mentioned that you're a novelist, right? What kind of books have you written? Well, I'm not one to write within a specific genre, but I do enjoy a good story with a sweet or sad ending. Aw, I've always liked stories with sweet endings. Are you working on anything at the moment? Actually, there is something in the works. Can you tell me more about it? I'm not sure if you really want to hear me go on a tangent about it. But I'm interested, Ike. Please? Alright. If you don't mind it, then. I've been working on this novel that focuses on this cheesy romance plot where... Whoa, he sounds so passionate when he's talking about this. The way he is telling the story in such extreme detail shows he's really dedicated. It's so hard to look away from him, and I can't help but listen to everything with a grin. Sorry, it's obvious with how I'm writing this novel that I have quite the view on romance. It's super cheesy, but I love exploring it this way. Capturing the idea of love in the purest sense by connecting two souls. It sounds like the ideal love life for me. The way he speaks so happily, it's so infectious. I can feel the soreness of my cheeks from smiling. Whoa, almost tripped over that. Oop. Oh no! Ike! Aw. I'll help him up. I reach my hand toward him, to which he gratefully accepts, and help him up. He strengthens his posture and dusts himself off a little abashedly before facing me again. Thank you, Eden. Are you alright? Oh, I'm perfectly fine. Just a small slip. Nothing too bad. I'm more embarrassed than anything. That aside, it seems to be getting darker. Let's get moving. The two of us move to the direction of my apartment, the atmosphere peaceful. We're able to have more small chatter while walking, while still going on a few tangents every now and then, and being sure to watch where we're stepping along the way. Seems we've made it. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for indulging me a bit. I should be thanking you for walking me home. I enjoyed being able to talk a lot with you as well. maybe we can do more of that another time. Until then, have a pleasant night. The two of us wave to one another as Ike leaves. With joy in my heart, I'm able to be at ease while heading up to my apartment, locking it since I'm alone, and fall asleep. That's so cute. At last, the weekend. It's been a wild week after applying to work at the cabaret. Time to get some well-deserved rest. Ah! Ow! Who in the world is calling me now? Eh? Unknown caller ID? I probably shouldn't pick that up. I leave the phone to ring until the call goes through to voicemail, heaving a sigh of relief when it does so. Phew. If that was a scammer, surely they wouldn't bother to call back a second time. Seriously? Who is this desperate to reach me? Wait, what if it's Boss? It is the weekend, but just in case it's an emergency. I know I have his number, but he could be calling from one of my coworkers' phones. Hello? Eden, sorry for calling you out of the blue. I hope you're doing well. Ike, how did you get my number? Since I forgot to ask you for your number last time, I had to ask Luca. I'm so sorry if my call disturbed you in any way. Let me get straight to the point. Last night, I recall you mentioning you like stories with a sweet ending. Do you remember the romance novel I'm currently working on? Oh yes, what about it? Well, it's embarrassing to say, but I've hit a wall while writing, and I'm feeling utterly uninspired. Would you mind helping me out with the romance portion of my novel? I'd love to get your input. Ooh. I know, that's so smooth. Okay, okay. Me? Well... Yes, I don't mind. I don't mind. I'd love to help however I can. Really? Thank you so much. Then please, meet me at the library in a few hours. I need some time before I meet up with you. It's no problem at all. I'll see you there. Yep, see you. Wait, I can't go out looking like this. I have to get changed. Ah! Calm down. He's just asking you to meet with him for work purposes. Nothing more. But I can't help but feel happy that Ike holds my opinions in such high regard to the point that he would trust me to give helpful input. Twisting the key in the lock after grabbing my things and making sure I'm presentable, I walk out of my apartment. Pushing open the heavy wooden doors, my body is immediately hit with a blast of cold air. Ah, blissful refuge from the blazing heat outside. I turn to face the spacious building, with vast bookshelves and luxurious window nooks occupying most of the wall space. The faintly aromatic scent of old books tickles my nose, and I find myself walking deeper into the library, footsteps sinking into the plush carpet. The library's quiet, but the place buzzes with a certain liveliness. Of ideas yet to be discovered, of scenarios yet to be imagined by eager readers who dust off the volumes lining the shelves to read. Of magic. I wasn't one to frequent libraries, but I can see why Ike chose this place. Psst, Eden, over here. Turning my head to the source of that familiar voice, I see Ike waving at me from behind a tall stack of books atop a table. I can't help but start smiling, hurrying over to him while trying to stay quiet so as to not disturb the other library patrons, yet loud enough for Ike to hear. Oh, hey there, Ike. Sorry for dragging you out here on your day off. You must be exhausted from working all week. Don't stress it. I'm always happy to help a friend. Could I see what you're working on? Sure. Tell me what you think about it so far. I think... It's great. It's great. I really enjoyed that. You're too kind, Eden. It's still far from satisfactory. Don't be so modest. You're very talented, Ike. So, about the romance scene? Oh, yes. Here it is. Could you tell me a bit more about the scene? I'd love to hear what you originally planned for it. Of course. My initial plan was for this to be a reunion of two long-lost lovers, but I couldn't think of how to make their meeting more affectionate. I can think of how to make it more affectionate. As Ike bends over the sheets of paper, I can't help but admire the way he looks. The way his blueberry champagne-colored eyes sparkle as he speaks so passionately about his craft. His pen, nib-shaped earrings that catch the golden rays of sunlight streaming in through the window. His fluffy hair that makes your fingers itch with a desire to tousle it. Come on, focus. You're here to help him, not gawk at him like a dying fish out of water. That's all I have so far. Do you have any ideas for how it could be more romantic? As you can see by the amount of books here, I tried looking for inspiration, but it wasn't very successful. You could consider how both parties would feel in that scenario, and the different reactions each of them would have upon reuniting with the one they love. For example, if person A were the type to cry, they could set off person B, which would be a smooth way for them to end up in each other's arms, leading to more adorable interactions. I never thought of that. You're such a smart cookie. I knew asking for your help was a good idea. Is there anything else I should take note of? Well, there's also arguably the most romantic of romantic gestures. Perhaps I could give you a physical demonstration? Ooh. Eh? Eden? Oh no. I feel like kissing him is going to freak him out. Oh, I don't know. Lean away. Just as my lips are about to brush his cheek. Oh no! I pull away, snickering at Ike's wide eyes and gaping mouth, cheeks dusted a bright pink. Ike, you didn't really think that I was going to kiss you, did you? No, of course not. I'm sorry. I thought... You've gone so red. How adorable. The novelist shakes his head, refusing to face me anymore as he turns the other way before speaking again. Ahem. I'm sorry. I think that's everything. Thank you for your help today. See you around. Oh, okay. See you. Oops. I bid Ike goodbye and exit the library, wondering if I'd gone too far with the teasing. He looked slightly uncomfortable, but it was all in good humor, right? He didn't seem like the kind of person who'd take a joke personally. Eh, it's probably fine. I'll just apologize to him if he's still mad the next time we meet. Oh no. I feel like I'm in the bad ending. Oops. For the past few days, whenever I had free time. You know what? Why don't we do that again? I'm sorry. I didn't want to be mean to him. I'm sorry. Yes, I will kiss him. I lean over and softly press my lips to his cheek. His skin warm, a million sparks erupting at the point of contact, traveling down my shoulders in hot electric tingles. Ooh. I'm sorry. I was just like... Ike gapes at me for a moment before turning away, a hand covering part of his face in an attempt to hide the blush spreading across his face. We were seated across the table from each other, not moving nor talking, unable to glance at the other person in the eye, with a fiery blush gracing our complexions. I'm so sorry. Did I make you uncomfortable? I don't know what came over me. No, I mean, it's okay. I think I know how to write it now. Oh, that's great. With how embarrassed both of us are, we continue to sit in silence before Ike speaks again. Well, thanks to you today. Thank you for today, Eden. You've been an incredible help. I had a great time too. See you around, yeah? Ah, yes, see you around. I walk out into the streets, letting the light breeze cool my flushed skin. Why did I even think of doing that? Ike must have been so embarrassed. Still, I can't help but feel my heart flutter when I think about it. Oh, he's so happy! Look at that! That's so cute! Ike stands up from his seat, shelving the books scattered on the table as he prepares to leave. His fingers brush across the place Eden kissed him, a giddy smile plastered on his lips. The place is quiet, leaving him to his thoughts. However, the silence of the library is broken by the quiet tapping of heels on the carpet. A female figure with similar features to him watches from the door, smirking. Oh, I know who that is. Smitten, are we? Oh, come on, Ivy. Let me have my moment. Ivy, what an icon. For the past few days, whenever I had free time, I'd go to the library and see if Ike's there. If he is, we'd read about whatever we like or talk to each other quietly or go out elsewhere together. Though, if he wasn't there, I'd read a few books before heading home, maybe borrowing one or two. Regardless, it became our meeting spot whenever we felt like hanging out. Beyond that, we just text each other. Ike sounds really different when he texts, which is way more casual, but that's a good thing. It feels easier to talk to him without feeling stiff this way. We never brought up the kiss on the cheek. No comments, no mention, nothing. We still talk about romantic topics from time to time, but the kiss just never comes up in conversation. I'm fine with it being this way. I prefer if Ike forgets it altogether. I don't want to make Ike more uncomfortable than I most likely already have. For today, we agreed to meet in the library since both of us have the day off. I've been here for a while now, but... Where's Ike? I haven't seen him yet, and it's past our meeting time. I feel a little buzz in my pocket, breaking my line of thought as my hand moves by instinct to check on my phone. My eyes widen in surprise, fingers quickly moving to unlock it. No! I don't like light mode. Eden, I'm so sorry, but I'll be a little late. She was under the weather, so I want to check in on him before going over to you. Oh. What a good friend. Oh, Mr. Yamino's sick? He was fine when I was at work yesterday. Is he really sick? Or is Ike making an excuse because he doesn't want to see me? Have I done something to offend him? Is he still upset because of what happened the other day? Doubt starts to creep into my thoughts, crawling and dragging as I absent-mindedly browse the titles on the shelves. I check my watch periodically, finding that half an hour has already passed. Just as I was going to give up on Ike showing up, I hear the door swing open. Slowly turning my head, I see Ike coming to a stop, hands on his knees as he pants heavily. Oh, that's a nice outfit! Kind of trippy, I like it. There you are. I'm so sorry for being late. Okay, caught my breath. So, did you see my text? Yeah, ugh, I hate speculating. I should just ask him. You know, I think you should trust him. He really has no reason to lie, and like, you can suddenly come down very, very sick, you know? Sorry, I got a text. Is he alright? Yes. Is he alright? She will be okay. He had got a pretty bad stomach ache since the boys went to hang at Mista's place, you know? That explains everything. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. He was the only one who ate Mista's burger patties, which did not sit well with him last night. I believe that. Yeah, I believe that. Vox did warn him about his cooking, but... Anyway. I'm sorry for rambling a little there. It's completely fine. Glad he is okay, and hearing about that experience is something. You're really good at storytelling. I am a novelist, after all. Both of us chuckle a little, all my previous tension and doubt disappearing into thin air. Did you run here, by the way? You seem quite exhausted. I did, but it's okay. I'll be able to relax by reading a few books and sitting down. It's not as if we're doing anything physically active at the moment, but you know, we could be. Wink, wink. My model can't wink, but you know what I mean. We could be, though, if you really want to. Speaking of active, I never asked, but have you ever done athletic activities before? I was very active back in high school. I used to parkour a lot, and did karate up to brown belt. You know, that's kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie. Wow, could you teach me how? I'd love to, but my legs aren't as strong as they used to be. I don't think I'd be a good teacher for those activities anymore. Oh, that's alright, I can understand. Besides, there's another way we could get physically active. A few flashbacks appear in my head, reminding me how there are things I was able to do back when I was way younger, but can't do anymore as an adult. Feels nostalgic, but focusing on the past won't do us any good. Let's change the topic. Well, time is gold, as they say. Shall we grab our books and get to reading for the day? Sure, I'm ready when you are. I hum a small tune as I flick through a novel that Ike recommended to me. At the other end of the table, Ike is there reading my suggested book. This is such a lovely story. It's so sweet and romantic. Huh? What does this idiom mean? Ike has a wide vocabulary. Maybe he would know. I try to grab his attention with quiet psst, but he doesn't react to it. From a closer look, I notice that he has an earbud in one ear. Huh, so he's the type to listen to music while reading? That's pretty cool. I stand quietly and poke at Ike's shoulder, startling him for a moment before he shifts his eyes upward in curiosity. Oh, is there something you need? Sorry for disturbing you, but can I ask you about an idiom that I don't understand? The sweet boy nods with a smile, closing the book he has and placing it down on the table before coming over to stand behind me. Oof, oof. Ike then leans in, his face right next to mine as focused eyes peer over to read the text. So close. Which term is it? I point at the phrase, slowly outlining it with my hand as Ike reads it aloud. Keep an ear to the ground. Ah, so it's this one. It basically means to stay informed and updated about everything that's happening around them. So you could probably use it in... Sorry, Ike, what music genre do you like? I want to try using that as an example and see if I understand the meaning of this term. My favorite music genre? Well, I like listening to Vocaloid a lot. I also enjoy a bit of metal and rock. Oh, and some Eurobeat. Vocaloid? Yeah, I know what that... Vocaloid. It's Vocaloid, isn't it? They're talking about Vocaloid. Yeah. Vocaloid. I've heard it before, I think. Could you tell me a little bit more? Of course I can. I nod quickly, listening in as Ike leans back and rambles on about his favorite producers and singers, such as the Twins, and the one that he calls his goddess. Yeah, it's Vocaloid, isn't it? You know, I used to listen to Vocaloid a lot back in the day. He even mentions his favorite song, which he plays on his phone and lets me hear through the free earbud he lends to me. Not going to lie, they sound really cool. I get that some of these voices are from an AI, but man, do some of these sound like actual people singing? They're not from an AI! Vocaloid is just like a musical instrument. It's a software, it's not an AI. Oh man. Okay, I'm not going to complain anymore. I see how enthusiastic Ike is about it too. The sparkle in his eyes, the way his tone shifts a bit as he pours his whole heart into the topic, the large smile he has, he's such a passionate person. And I can't look away whenever he speaks like this, it's mesmerizing. I better cut myself off now before I ramble any further. Sorry if I went on a tangent for too long. Yeah, it's completely alright. It's perfectly fine. It was fun to listen to. That's good to hear. Now, I'd like to hear that example you wanted to do for that idiom. Yes. I got it. Since you like your goddess a lot, you tend to hear about anything involving her like holiday-exclusive merchandise almost immediately, right? Does that count as keeping an ear to the ground? Ike claps his hands in a slow, soft, rhythmic manner, making sure it's not too loud. He looks very pleased. Correct. You're such a smart cookie. Thank you. But I couldn't have understood without your help. God above, why do my cheeks feel hot from being called a smart cookie? Since I told you my interests in music, I hope you don't mind. Is it alright if you could share your own interests in music? Maybe I could give it a listen, like you did with mine. I enjoy listening to music that I might have not heard of before after all. And if we have the same taste, then I'd like to hear your thoughts. Of course. I end up talking about my favorite music as Ike listens with a smile on his face. He would sometimes add in a few questions to show his interest, making it a very fun discussion. Eventually our topic shifts to book interests. Oh, so you like those kind of books? I think I have a shelf full of books in that genre. You sure? You know, I really doubt that. Tints of pink start to appear on Ike's cheeks as he nervous. Oh man. Tints of pink start to appear on Ike's cheeks as he nervously looks around the library. Afterwards, he audibly gulps and starts smiling a little, turning to face me. Could it be? Well, if you're free and don't mind, maybe you could come over to my place this Saturday? Ooh. Yes. Yes. I'll check my schedule, but I'm pretty sure I can go. I'll check my schedule, but I'm pretty sure I can go. Great, I'll send you the details as soon as I can. I'll be looking forward to meeting you this week, to seeing you this weekend, Eden. Thanks for the invitation. I'm sure you have a splendid home. I like my home a lot. It's a bit small, but I think you'll enjoy yourself there. I'm sure I will. Time passes slowly as Ike and I go back to reading our books, occasionally bringing up some small and quiet chatter. In the midst of this chatter, I hear my own stomach rumble, cutting off any conversation we were having. That wasn't me. Somebody's hungry. A light blush rises on my cheeks, flustered at the knowledge that Ike heard such an unholy sound. You know what? It's okay. No, if I'm out with somebody and I hear that, it's all good. So, I haven't eaten since I got here. We have been here for quite a while, and I could go for a snack. I saw this nice place nearby. Nothing too fancy, but it looks like a good place to relax and eat. How about it? That sounds like a wonderful idea. Let's go. Noticing the slight urgency in my voice, Ike nods without another word as we both stand from our seats and return our books. With how hungry I was, it was no surprise that I'm trying to get ahead of Ike, who doesn't seem to mind, and just gives a few gestures to direct me to the place. The nearby place is very quiet. There aren't a lot of people, but they do have a menu that varies from drinks, desserts, and meals. All of them look so good. What would you like, Eden? I'll be ordering the junk food set with blue cider for today. Junk food set? You know, you're my kind of guy. I wonder. The sweet tonkatsu curry looks good, but so does the demon's pancake. I don't think I want the nuts and ice cream parfait, but the small unagi chirashizushi would be pretty filling. And then there's the drinks. Why is there a cereal drink with milk at the bottom and cereal on top? And what in the world is a bean broth? They're the only odd drinks among the rest, which seem pretty normal to me. Well, this thing here looks good. I never had it before, but I might as well try. I'll get this then. The sunflower curry? An interesting choice. I've heard from some people before that it tastes really good, so I want to try it. I've tried it once and it tastes amazing. I'm sure you'll like it. I'll go place our orders then. Ike nods as he leaves me to find a table for both of us while I go over to the counter. Greetings. May I take your order? I'd like the junk food set and the sunflower curry set, please. Gotcha. And the drinks that come with them? The blue cider and... Oh no! I can't! Hang on. Hang on. Yeah. Oh, hang on. My model got hung up on that. Oh boy, that killed me. I'm sorry. The blue cider and the... How do I pronounce it? Baba Bluey Raspberry? Oh. Ah, yes, you got it right. That's one of our best sellers. Alright, that'll be RC30 in total. I nod my head and reach for my purse. Oh, only to see a familiar pale hand place money down on the counter from behind me. In shock, I turn around and there is Ike, all confident looking and laughing a little at my expression. From how close we are, I can pick up wisps of his scent through my nose. I'm sorry, I'm in such a weird mood today. Smells like novelist. It's very fruity, but also very subtle, which doesn't make it too strong on the nose. It's really nice. Let me pay for it today. I did end up making you wait earlier. Oh, no, Ike, it's fine. Let me pay for it. Too late. What do you mean, too late? Turning around after Ike points at the counter, I notice that the cashier has already taken Ike's money from earlier and turned in the receipt with our food. With the addition of a knowing smile. Ah! Here's your order. Enjoy! I sigh, realizing that I lost this battle. With a weary smile, I receive our order from the staff and follow Ike to the table. We sit down, facing each other as I place Ike's order in front of him and take my own. The junk food set has a simple burger and fries with cider that has a slightly lighter shade of blue compared to my drink. In that blue drink are lemons, and I think that's a mint leaf on top of it. My sunflower curry has saffron rice arranged to resemble petals with the curry placed at the middle, making the plate look like a whole sunflower with its seeds on top. That sounds really delicious. It's cute, along with a simple blue drink to its side. Alright, let's get started. Oh, definitely. I'm so hungry. Sorry, sunflower curry. You look so pretty, but you must be consumed. I take the first bite, and whoa. It's not overly spicy. It has a little bit of a nutty texture because of the sunflower seeds, but it melts in your mouth very easily. It's really delicious. I love it. I knew you'd like it. This place has a lot of good food, so I knew regardless of what you would pick that it would taste good. I see you also got the Bubba Bluey Raspberry. I have been told that it tastes very refreshing. Mind if I try it? Go ahead. Do you mind if I try yours then? Why, of course, do help yourself. We swap our drinks and grab some extra straws from the side to try it out. Amazing. It's not overly sweet, but it still hits the spot just right. Maybe it doesn't pair too well with something a little spicy like curry, but with something salty like fries, it's really nice. Whoa, this drink is very refreshing. You have good taste, Seaton. You too, Ike. The blue cider is very nice. We swap our drinks back to their original owner and take out the straws that the other used. With that, we avoid cross-contamination. Woohoo! I can't help but notice that as I take another delicious bite of my curry, Ike is enjoying his burger a whole lot. The glint in his eyes as he happily munches on his meal just says a lot of things. You really love burgers, don't you, Ike? It kind of depends, but yes, I really like them. I don't get to eat a lot of different kinds of food. Are you by chance a picky eater? Not necessarily. I just can't stomach a lot of things, so as much as I'd love to try new things, there are times when my stomach won't agree with me. Oh shoot, I'm sorry, it must be terrible. So much for assuming. Feeling uneasy with a lot of food must be hard for him. Aw, it's okay. Ah, but don't worry. I know some things that are good, so I can get some variety in. Like strawberries, bacon, and of course this burger. You said you tried and liked the sunflower curry too. Is it okay if I know what you don't like? Of course. I can't handle a lot of food like regular milk and potatoes. I see. I'll try not to offer foods like that then. But he had fries. You know, in my family, there are people with a lot of dietary restrictions, so I'm kind of used to, you know, having to accommodate. Like, I myself am a vegetarian, and we have, like, dairy-free, gluten-free people in my family, so it's really not that hard for me to adjust. What about you? Any food you dislike in particular? Well, it's... I lean in and whisper to Ike's ear the name that I so utterly despise before leaning back on my chair. Brussels sprouts. Yeah. I didn't want to make it known to the world. Better to just let Ike hear. I see. Well, it's your interests, and I respect that. Listen, I have my reasons for it. They're bitter little bitches, that's what they are. What are they, then? The two of us end up chatting the day away, changing topics every now and then, just enjoying each other's company, like we always do. Ike is such a great listener. And even then, when he starts talking about something he likes, I can really tell it comes from the heart. There are times I think it'd be so nice to have the same passion as Ike. He's just so full of love. So full of emotion whenever he talks. His laughter is infectious. And that smile is so bright. Eden? Oh, yes, Ike? I was thinking. There's this arcade that I've been meaning to look at nearby my house. Maybe after a few hours of staying at my place, we can go and have some fun there. Ooh. An arcade? Sure, that sounds fun. Yeah, I've heard it has a variety of games, so we might be able to find something that interests both of us. That would be great. Awesome. It's getting a little late, so I'll be heading home now. Would you like me to accompany you home first? For today? Sure, why not? You don't mind? I did offer, after all. I'll take it, then. Ike and I get up from our seats and make sure the table is clean before we leave the place and walk back in the direction of my apartment. When we arrive, we wave each other goodbye before we go our separate ways and return to our individual lives. Ike looks jubilant as he steps inside, a blush decorated on his cheeks as he removes his shoes and murmurs to himself. The weekend should be a fun one. She was very fun to talk to. Maybe I can even introduce her to. Little did he know that a certain someone is sitting on the couch, crossing their arms with a cheeky, all-knowing smirk. All while watching the other act like a high school girl in a shoujo manga. Someone had a good day. Still seeing her? Ah, Ivy, you're home? Of course I am. We live together, for goodness' sake. But never mind me. You have some tea to spill. Well, Eden is coming here for the weekend. Oh, so bold. Just shut up. Well, I'll do you a favor. Since I have a shopping trip with Lucy this weekend, the whole house will be yours till nighttime. And if Lucy isn't available and suddenly cancels, I can just hang at Voxan's place. Voxan isn't his name. Yeah, really? Don't get too carried away now. Ivy, we're not going to do anything like that. Just kidding. I know you wouldn't let anything like that happen this early. I know you too well, after all. Anyway. Thank you, Ivy. That's what I thought. You have fun. And make sure to introduce me to her when you can. Maybe I will snatch her away with my charms. Ooh! Ivy! A few days have passed since my last meeting with Ike. We've been texting and found this Saturday to be good for a visit to his place. With the date set, Ike sent me his address so that I could plan my route beforehand. Seeing as it's a bit of a distance from my apartment, I made sure to wake up a little earlier than usual to get ready and take a bus to the area. Now I'm walking along the pavement so that I can get there on time. This must be it, right? The address says that it should be this door that leads to his apartment. Huh. Maybe nothing. Maybe he's still asleep? Yeah, that's not Ike. She does look like him. I'm sorry, is this the residence of Ike Eveland? Ike? Why, it is. Yes, it is. Why? Thank goodness, so it's the right one. We planned to meet up today since we both had the day off. Is he home? Ah, so you're... I see now. Excuse me one moment. Lady closes the door with a wave, and I just stand there, a little worried after hearing the amount of clattering coming from inside. Ike! It takes a few more moments before I hear footsteps and see the lady opening the door again, fixing her hair with a sling bag hanging from her shoulder. He'll be with you soon. Feel free to come inside and take a seat. I'm sorry, where are my manners? My name is Ivy Eveland. It's a pleasure to meet you. Great. My name is Eden. It's a pleasure to meet you as well. I stick my hand out to shake Ivy's, which earns a chuckle from her as she returns it. I've heard of you from Ike, and I don't mean to pry, but may I ask something? He's talked about me? I see. Sure, I don't see why not. What do you think about Ike? He's very passionate, yes. I've seen how he's very passionate when talking about the things he loves. I find that very admirable and cute of him. I see. Well, it's true that he's very enthusiastic about the things he loves. She has a gentle smile that matches Ike's. However, the look in her eyes tells me that she's slightly disappointed. Well, I'd love to ask more, but I have something to do right now. Can I just say one more thing before I go? Take good care of Ike, okay? I think I can trust you with him. Just don't do anything strange, okay? A blush rises on my cheeks as I cover my face in embarrassment while Ivy laughs at my misery. Good lord, she makes it sound like we're getting married. Which we're not! You can wait here first. He'll be out soon. I'll be heading off now. Take care, Eden. Have a safe journey. I lean back against the couch and observe the interior of the apartment. It's small and tidy. Gives me a strong feeling of homeliness. It's the kind of place that's nice to take an afternoon nap in after reading a good book. It's such a cozy place. But the thoughts of what Ivy said hasn't left my mind at all. What kind of strange things was she even talking about? Ike and I haven't really done anything strange. We just talk like regular friends do. Sure, I admired how he looked before, but that's because he is very attractive. It's just admiration, nothing more. Look at his hair! I hear a door on my left open and turn to see Ike hurrying out, hair ruffled and hands rubbing the sleep from his eyes. What a difference from the composed, elegant Ike I usually see. But I quite like it. Yeah, I like it too. Eden, I'm so sorry I accidentally overslept. I hope Ivy wasn't too harsh with you. She can be a little blunt at times. Oh no, she's wonderful. She was very kind. That's good to hear. She didn't ask you anything weird, did she? Well... Yeah? Don't tell me. On second thought, no, just some friendly chit-chat. Don't worry about it. Are you sure? You know, you don't have to hide it from me. Ivy says a lot of things about me to my face, too. I wouldn't be surprised if she asked you something that you'd find strange. Don't worry, Ike, really, it's fine. Okay, so that's a lie. But I don't want to tell him about what Ivy just said. I trust you, then. I hear his stomach growl erupt, considering it wasn't me, and that there are only 2 people in this room. I take a glance at Ike, who laughs awkwardly and averts his gaze. Since I just woke up, I haven't really eaten anything yet. I'm just going to make some toast real quick. Do you want some too? Really? That would be great, actually. Thanks in advance. Ike gives me a small smile before turning and walking into the kitchen. From my angle, I can see him rummaging around with his back to me before dropping 2 slices of bread into the toaster. I wonder if Ike's any good at cooking. Then again, toast shouldn't require that much cooking. Surely it's not going to be that bad. I think. Oh no. I know what this is. No. A few minutes later, Ike emerges from the kitchen, balancing a glass of milk and a plate with 2 slices of toast, spread with an odd pink paste on top. Sorry for the wait. Here, help yourself. He places the plate on the coffee table, and I tentatively pick up a slice of the strange toast. And I must say, it smells. I'm sorry if this comes off as rude, but Ike, what exactly is this? Oh, it's caviar toast. The pink stuff is the caviar paste. Sorry. But it's not the expensive kind, don't worry. I can assure you it is incredibly delicious despite the fishy smell. No thank you. I see. I'll try it. I suppose I could give it a shot. Ike watches expectantly as I hesitantly bite down on the slice. He certainly didn't lie about the taste. So how is it? It's definitely interesting. Maybe not my thing, though. Ike laughs before reaching over to hand me a paper napkin. It's alright, it's not for everyone. Still, I'm happy that you were open to trying it out. If you don't want to finish it, I can take it if you'd like. It's alright, I'll eat it. It'll go to waste if I don't. I wrinkle my nose and continue to nibble on the toast, while Ike watches with a concerned yet amused look on his face as he eats his own serving of the same food. I completely forgot. As soon as I finish this, you can go check out the books that you came here for. Before that, let me clean up. You already made me breakfast. Don't worry about it, you're my guest, so I can do that. I'll be right back. As he washes the dishes, I look over to the shelves and browse at all the titles that were on it. Each book looks interesting, but my attention was mostly taken by... Oh... Bejeweled? I There's this pink-colored book on the shelf named Bejeweled. Curious about it, I take a look and notice the rating. Ike has something like this? Oh no. In a flurry of panic, I immediately reshelve it, hoping to forget it in my mind and find another book. So did you find anything of interest? No, not yet. Oh, this one looks good. I decide to take whatever random book from the shelf. Anything but the one I initially looked at. Oh, Pocket Beast. And it's the Diamond and Pearl one too. That's a good one. Ah, crap. I already read this one before. Might as well read it again. Yeah, I read the Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald arc, so when I saw this book, I wanted to read it too. Oh, you've read that? Nice, I'm so happy you're interested in the series as well. I won't spoil you, though. I appreciate that a lot. Well, now that you have selected a book, do you mind if we do this in my studio? I promise I won't be too loud since I have headphones, but I'd like to work on my music while I can. That's right. Ike mentioned to me that he makes music from time to time. He's never shown me his work, though. Ah, of course. Lead the way, Ike. Ooh. I swing open the door and gasp in wonder at the interior of the studio. It's like being transported to another dimension. It's so different compared to the rest of the apartment with all this tech gear. 4 guitars, a working studio, a recording studio, some sort of mixing area. It feels like a professional studio. I thought Ike made music as a hobby and that it was going to be a small computer area, nothing as advanced as this. And then these figurines. Aren't they the figurines of his goddess? And that poster. I've heard of this game before, but I forgot the name. Regardless, this room is so Ike. It really reflects his passionate side. I'm glad to see that you're enjoying yourself in this room. It's smaller than the other rooms we were in, but it is definitely a place that feels very lively and very you. It's silly, you don't need to say that. It's just full of the things I like, hence why it's like this. My bedroom has way more, but I like leaving some things here. Maybe one day I can show you that room. Okay. I'm down. I think you'd also like it, but it is quite cluttered with the amount of figurines and posters, among other things like books, DVDs, and other merchandise. Oh. That sounds like fun. Maybe another time, though? Yeah, for now, let's just stay and chill here. Sounds good to you? Wonderful, even. Now I'm going to start the recording. There's a couch over there with a mini coffee table close to the corner of the door, so you can use that. Oops. It's on the smaller side compared to the living room, so I hope you don't mind? No, not at all. Thank you, Ike. Looking up from my book after a few chapters pass, I noticed the complicated-looking music program on Ike's computer. Ike himself has his brows furrowed in concentration as he fiddles with his equipment. Ike looks so professional here. How cool. As I go through a couple more chapters, I hear the sound of a quiet hum. Curious, I lower the book slightly and catch a glimpse of Ike. He's humming under his breath as he works, tweaking controls clearly displayed on the screen in front of him. Ike has a wonderful singing voice, And the song he's making sounds pretty lively, but also catchy. I'll hum along with him. Come on. Yeah. Ike doesn't hear me at first, but when he does, he turns his head to the side to look at me, eyes wide in surprise before turning soft with a gentle smile. I meet his gaze with a shy smile and look away, a blush rising on my cheeks in embarrassment. Ugh, I got carried away. Eden, that was great. You have a beautiful voice. No. You're the one with the nice voice. It's a really nice melody. You think so? It's actually inspired by this Vocaloid song that I'm particularly fond of. Of course it's incomplete though. It's not ready, so I don't think I can show the full song yet. But would you like to hear the original? And maybe help me write some lyrics for the song when it's done? Yes, that sounds great. I'm not sure if I can write lyrics though. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll do great. Now, shall we have a listen to the song? I nod, and Ike quickly moves windows and clicks on his mouse, unplugging his headphones before hitting play. Instantly, a powerful melody fills the room. It's so strong and upbeat, yet the power of the voice, with the slight wavering in it. I can tell there is some sorrow in there. I can't exactly understand the lyrics, but it's a beautiful song. I can definitely see why you'd take it as inspiration. I'm glad you like it. This song means a lot to me. Anyway, I think that's enough with being sentimental. Would you like to come over and maybe discuss some ideas with me? There's an extra chair at the recording booth. Let me just grab it for you. Oh, it's okay, I'll get it. I walked to grab the chair before Ike could even stand up from his own, before taking a seat to his left. He nods before taking the book and quill from his desk nearby, and moves his keyboard slightly further apart before opening the book. Since you listened to the original, I was thinking about this as the theme. What do you think? It works well with the melody that I heard you working on. Maybe we can continue this famous line from this book to convey the emotion? Maybe we can use this famous line in this book to convey the emotion? That's a wonderful idea. See, I told you that you'd do great. We continued to work on the song bit by bit, flipping through books or listening to other songs for inspiration. We don't even notice how much time has passed. It's a lot of fun. I like spending time with Ike like this, especially when he's so happy to be around things he loves. I hope we can do it more often in the future. I yawn and stretch, catching Ike's attention as he slips off his headphones and looks over in concern. Are you tired? A little bit. You can take a nap on the couch. I'll just continue with my work here. Yeah, that would be nice. I nod and move over back to the couch, relaxing myself before I fall into a deep slumber. What time is it now? It's surprisingly warm. Did I put this blanket on me? Wait, the time! I jolt up from my lying position and walked towards Ike. Before I spoke up, I stopped myself due to how Ike looks. His back is hunching over his music program, and a frown is evident on his face. Ike looks paler than usual. He must be exhausted. Ike suddenly turns his head, eyes widening as he takes off his headset, before replacing the frown with a smile. Oh hey, Eden, you're awake. Is everything alright? You're frowning. I'm fine. But what about you? You look really pale. Have you taken a break yet? Don't worry, I'm fine. I want to get this done, and I hate to leave things unfinished. Besides, I'm used to working like this, and I know my limits. I don't need a break yet. He's still smiling, but it still doesn't feel right. Alright, I trust you. Ike knows himself better than I know him. I shouldn't push too much. He's not a child after all. Okay, I trust you to know your own limits, just... Sorry, I don't mean to sound overbearing, I'm just worried. Before I could speak further, Ike suddenly reaches out and takes my hand, snapping me out of my rambling and leaving me with a confused look. Huh? Ike, what is it? Ike? I'm sorry that I worried you, Eden, but thank you for trusting me. Rest assured, I will be alright. Oh, Ike, I'm glad. Health should always be prioritized over work and all. And you can let go of my hand now. Ah, sorry, I don't know what came over me there. But we can consider this as a little revenge for what happened before. My cheeks start to flush, remembering that I gave Ike a small kiss on the cheek before in the library. Well, it's getting a little late. I should probably head home. My roommate must be worried about me. I collect my items and walk to the front door, preparing to leave before... Wait, Eden. Yes, Ike? I enjoyed myself today. Would you be willing to come over again to do lyric writing? Of course we can do other things too, just... I put my hand up, giving him a sign to stop talking for a bit, as I have my response already. A smile curls up on my lips. Absolutely. I had a lot of fun today too. I'll see you another time, yeah? And let's not forget about the arcade you mentioned before. You were unable to go, since it got too late. That's great. I'll update you when I have free time. And yeah, it's unfortunate we couldn't go, but we can go next time. Bye-bye, Eden. I freeze in surprise. As I was about to leave, Ivy enters the apartment, bearing a great deal of shopping bags. She sees me, and her eyes widen in surprise. Hey, Eden, you're still here? Oh, yeah, we got a little absorbed in work. I'll be heading out now. Sure you don't want to stay for dinner? I'm sure Ike wouldn't mind. No, it's fine. Ivy. Anyway. See you, Eden. Until we meet again. Yeah, bye. I hurry out the door before either of them could see the blush building on my face, the feeling of Ike's heat still lingering on my palm. Oh god. Am I in love? Did you see the look on her face? You know she's already fallen hard for you. Ivy, come on. Also, I have no idea what you mean. I'm going back to into the studio. Call me when it's dinner time. Ivy leans on the kitchen counter and chuckles, remembering how red Ike blushed when she brought up that Eden had fallen for him. Can't believe you found a partner earlier than me. Ike's all grown up. But I'm happy for you. I have a feeling that Eden will make you a very, very happy person indeed. It's been a long while since I first went over to Ike's place. So much has happened since then in such a short amount of time. One thing led to another, and now I'm walking over to the library where we normally meet. I can still remember how he asked that special question, and in such a cute way. Ike and I are working on our own things today, just enjoying each other's company in a comfortable silence. Eden, there's something important I want to ask you. Hmm? What is it, Ike? Well, you know, we've been friends for a decent amount of time, right? And we've been getting closer, so I thought maybe... Huh? Is he asking what I think he is? I really enjoyed being with you, so I wanted to ask if you'd like to. Ike fiddles with his fingers as he nervously tries to ask me something. His face is growing increasingly red, as is mine at the thought of what he might be asking. Ike, would you... Is this what I think it is? I nervously sweat, gulping in anticipation for the next few words that Ike is about to say. The atmosphere, the setting, it was just too coincidentally too convenient for it not to be what I'm thinking of. Ike, in the meanwhile, looks away for a moment. He takes a deep breath before turning back to me, regaining composure and showing the usual smile that he always shows to anyone. Would you like to come with me to travel the world together? Huh? That's not exactly what I was expecting, but it's still very surprising. It's just, I really like being with you, and you know how much I love to travel. So I thought it would be nice if I could travel the world with you one day. I stare at him in disbelief and embarrassment. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Ike wanting to travel the world? With me? The request renders me silent before Ike raises his arms and waves his hand in dismissal, looking extremely embarrassed as if he'd just made a fool of himself. Of course, you're not the only one I want to do this with. It would be nice to go somewhere with the rest of the boys as well, but... You're the first one that came to my mind. Of course, Ike would also consider the rest of his friends. They're like family to him, after all. The kind that's not connected by blood. Despite knowing that, I chuckle a little, getting over that brief feeling of embarrassment before grinning. It wouldn't be Ike if he tunnel visioned on one person, and not consider his other best friends as well, especially since he is so close to them. Ike, that's a lot to take in, you know? I know. This won't be for a long while, but I just wanted you to know. It's fine if you don't have an answer now, I can wait. Traveling the world, that's a big commitment. But since it's Ike, I think I'd be happy to. Not only would we see many interesting sights together, but it will definitely be more fun with someone I'm close to. Yes, I'd love to. I watch Ike's face light up almost instantly. Whether it is from happiness or confusion, I can't tell. And I swear I can see tears start to well in his eyes. Ike, is everything alright? No, everything's fine. I'm so happy. I didn't think you'd say yes, especially not so fast. As I said, you can take your time. Ike, I want to do this. My decision is final. Thank you, Eden. And that brings us to today, the day that begins our journey together. Ike said to meet up around here, right? He said he was wearing a red scarf. Ah! As I look around, I quickly spot the novelist standing to the side, a red scarf around his neck. From the looks of it, he hasn't noticed me yet. I run toward him, pulling my suitcase behind me, before stopping myself when I notice his expression. He looks as if he has a lot on his mind. Ike? No response, just a bit of soft laughter that fills my ears. I can't wait till she gets here. I wonder who he's talking about. It couldn't be me, could it? Heh, she was really cute that time. Ike, I'm here. Then again, she's always cute, really. Ike! Oh, it's just you, Eden. Sorry about that. You really startled me for a minute there. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. You just seemed a bit distracted. Yeah, you could say that. I was just thinking a bit, that's all. Mike looks away for a second, a faint blush dusting his cheeks. About you. I was thinking about you. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's embarrassing, but I can't help it. I'm just really excited to be doing this with you. But me? You get that distracted, thinking about me? I can feel my face heat up at the thought. Goodness. You're making me blush, Ike. Ah? I am? Well, it takes like a second to realize how embarrassing that sounds. Neither of us know what to say, so we just stare at each other. Then, all of a sudden, Ike bursts into laughter. Ike, why are you laughing? I don't know, I'm just really happy. Getting all embarrassed like that. It's nice, you know, having someone I can be like this with. Yeah, it really is. Well, I guess we should get going. Oh, wait. Do you need any help with your bags, or... No, I'm good, but thank you. Understood. Then, are you ready to go, Eden? Ike holds out his free hand to me, a very welcoming gesture that I can't help but smile at. Graciously, I take it with ease, taking a step closer to him. Yeah, I'm more than ready. Let's go then. Ike, being the kind gentleman that he is, guides me around the street. We engage in small talk about anything of interest, making the atmosphere feel light. It's only when I look down that I notice the fact that we are still holding hands. Light pink dusts my cheeks as I stare back at Ike and cut our small chit-chat short. Oh, Ike, we're still holding hands. Ah, do you want me to stop? No, it's fine. I've just never really held someone's hands in public like this. It's a bit embarrassing, but I like it. I guess I'm not letting go then. Huh? Ike, come on. I feel my face heat up at those words. Ike just chuckles in response, a cheeky smirk on his face. You know me, I can't help myself. I like making you flustered after all. I swear you are going to kill me one day. Don't go and die on me. Dying is bad for your health. Man, sometimes I question why I'm even here with you. But you wouldn't have it any other way. I know, I really wouldn't. Hand in hand, we walk toward the airport. Despite the sigh I let out earlier, I can't help but smile at him in silence. It's a nonverbal way of talking. We don't always need words to communicate what we feel. I can't help but look around as we walk. People and families, some going alone and others going as a couple. Most people seem like couples, going somewhere for vacation or maybe a honeymoon after wedding, considering how they look. I then turn back to Ike, who is doing the same thing I just did. Seeing all these people traveling makes me happy. Makes me wonder where they're going, and everywhere that we're going together. This is only the first stop. We have a long way to go, huh? I really can't wait to show you all the places I've been. Especially Sweden, since it's one of the few places I call home. Oh? What's it like in Sweden? I know it's just my bias, but it's really nice. The people there are very kind, too. Of course, it's not the most exciting place in the world, but it's somewhere I'd like to share with you. I'd love to go if it's that special to you, Ike. I'd love to go anywhere you want to. We can go anywhere you want to as well, Eden. I don't want it all to be about me. I know, but I don't know where I'd want to go. Anywhere is fine, really. I'm happy to just be with you. Heh, that makes me happy. Oh, we're here already. Now, where are the rest of the boys? You said they'd meet us here, right? Yeah, so I think they'll arrive soon. Ayo, Ike. Eden. Sorry we're late. Yeah, we had to make sure all our luggage was all set, along with how much they weigh. Which was good because Luca's luggage had too much, so he had to take a few things out. Hey, I'll have you know that I was just making sure that I was prepared for anything. I think it was a bit of an overkill. Didn't you try to bring a bunch of cheddar cheese poggles? Oh, come on. I don't even know if the countries we'll go to after this one even has cheddar cheese poggles. Dudes, not to be a downer or anything, but let's not miss our flight over this, alright? You're right, we can talk about it as we go. Come on now. I watch as all the boys walk off to the airport, a grin on their faces as if hinting that they know something I don't. What do they know? I'm not entirely sure. Regardless, Ike pulls me forward slightly as he rushes into the airport, a smile on his face. Despite the looks given, I can't help but smile back. It was too infectious not to. Come on, Eden. Just a bit more and we'll be on our way. Just a little more. A little more and I'll be traveling with Ike and his best friends. I'm so happy, I think my heart might explode. We board the plane, making our way to our seats. Ike takes a window seat nearby and I sit next to him. To my left is Vox, who takes a seat, while in the next row of three are Luca, Shu, and Mista. And there we go. Phew. Haha, I feel pooped. Glad we can finally sit down. You said it, man. The line was so long. Well, it's... Oh, okay. Well, it's not too bad. I'm more worried about the food served here. My cheddar cheese poggles. Oh, how I miss you. It's okay, Luca. Like you said before, you can just pog. Now that you mention plain food, chips actually do sound way better than certain plain foods. Now, we haven't even tried this plains food yet. Who knows? Maybe it will be better than previous plain foods. Actually, what's wrong with plain food? I don't think it's that bad. Depends on what's given. It's often a hit or miss. More often a miss. Really? Well, better hope it's not a miss. All of us laugh along as the plane takes off. Eventually the conversation dies down, the four boys falling asleep, leaving only me and Ike. Ike is now looking at the window, a gentle smile gracing his features. Man, I can't believe we're actually doing this. I mean, traveling the world? It feels like a dream. Yeah, I'm very happy, but I know I shouldn't be this nervous, but I can't help it. Traveling the world with someone I'm close with. It's a lot to take in. Is something wrong, Eden? No, I'm just nervous, I guess? I must admit, I'm a bit nervous myself. But we have each other, you know? It makes me feel a lot better already. Yeah, you're right. It's nice having someone there for you. It helps a lot. A comfortable silence surrounds us. Instead of looking at Ike, I look around to see our sleeping friends and the rest of the people inside the plane. Families, couples, travelers, and many other kinds of people. It would be interesting to hear all their stories. As ideas fly in my head, They're cut off by the feeling of a gentle squeeze to my hand. Turning, I see that the culprit is Ike, looking very happy. Hey Eden, there's something I want to tell you. Oh? What is it? Well, you see, I'm really happy that you are here with me, so I want to thank you, truly. Remembering everything that we've been through together. Like when we first met at the cabaret. If it wasn't for Luca, we wouldn't be here, would we? I guess that we do have him to thank for all of this. You seem so nervous. Not that I can blame you. I was nervous myself. Of course, we're a lot better now, right? Though I know I still get nervous sometimes. It happens. But the way you kept calling me Mr. Eveland. It was kinda cute, to be honest. I'm glad you opened up quickly afterward. I was afraid I made you uncomfortable a few times there, but you were always quick to say you were fine. I still remember that one day after work. You let me walk you home. It was really nice just talking to you like that. It's a bit of a habit of mine to talk about my interests like that. I'm glad you seem to enjoy my ramblings at least. I'm still a bit embarrassed that I fell into that bush. I should have been paying attention to where I was going. I really do go off on tangents sometimes. I hope I'm not rambling too much right now. You can always ask me to stop. No, you're fine, Ike. I love listening to you talk, especially when you ramble on with such passion. I find it endearing. Passion? Him talking about me with this much passion is pretty embarrassing. That's a nice feeling. Oh, I see. Well, in any case, thank you for helping me back up then. For helping me up back then. I know I can be pretty clumsy at times, so I really appreciate it. The next day, when I called you out of the blue, I'm still sorry I did that. I really should have asked for your number myself. You always seem so interested in my work, so I thought I might as well take the chance and ask if you wanted to help me. I'm really thankful you helped me with my writing. I was really stuck, so it was a big help. You sure have a great eye for writing, Eden. Perhaps we can collaborate on something bigger in the future? I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Already thinking about the future. Our future, in fact. And then, when you... well, you know... why am I still blushing over something like this? Ike avoids eye contact, a flush creeping up on his cheeks. Can't help but let out a laugh. Eden, don't laugh. I shouldn't be this embarrassed over one little kiss. But I wouldn't mind if we did things like that more. In fact, I think I'd rather like that. Ooh. Okay. Anyway, I felt bad that I was rather late to the library that one day. I just wanted to make sure she was okay before heading there. But at least I made it right. I still had fun meeting with you. You won't believe how happy I was when you agreed to come to my house. I was really nervous, as you could probably tell. I've never invited anyone this close to over to my place before. But I'm so glad I had the courage to invite you, Eden. I don't think I've been that happy in quite some time. Though I do have to say, when I told Ivy you were coming over, her comments were a bit... how should I put it? Ike looks away out of embarrassment. I wonder why he's blushing so much. Ivy? I guess she did say some interesting things to me when I came over. What did she say to you? Well, her comments were a bit questionable, that's all. You shouldn't worry about it, really. Man, maybe I shouldn't have brought Ivy up at all. Either way, I'm still really grateful you came over to my place. It means a lot to me. Then the day you first visited my place. I'm sure you could tell, but I was really happy. Sorry that I overslept, though. I guess you didn't expect to meet a girl who looks just like me, huh? You could say that, but Ivy was very nice. And you two seem to have a good relationship. I guess we do. I appreciate that you at least tried caviar toast. Most really don't like it, so it's nice to find someone who at least doesn't mind it. I wouldn't just say no to something you seem to like so much, so I had to try it. Honestly, I didn't know you had such a beautiful singing voice, Eden. No, your voice is beautiful too, Ike. Haha, if you say so. I've never been a fan of my own voice, but you're not the first one to compliment it. It really is a nice voice. You should like it more. I really wish I could. My dumb brain just doesn't let me, so it's not something I really want to talk about. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to overstep there. It's fine. No worries. Anyway, I'm so happy that we were able to work on the song together eventually. I hope I'll get to play it for you one day, Eden. I'm extremely grateful that you trusted me with how much I work. I admit I do tend to overwork myself at times, but I'm sure I know my limits. And honestly, maybe I should work a bit less. It would mean I can spend more time with you. I mean, I'd love to spend more time with you, but there's no need to sacrifice your projects just for me. I know, but I want to spend time with you, so I don't mind. It's hard to believe I'm even here right now, so thank you, Eden. Ike rambles on about how much he appreciates me and shows no sign of stopping anytime soon. Heat rises to my cheeks as I try not to explode from embarrassment. Ike, please, please, you're embarrassing me. This is way too much. I'm thankful to be with you as well, but there's no need to thank me this much. You really do deserve this. Well, I guess if you say it like that, then maybe I do. Ike's voice trails off, dark circles faintly visible under his eyes. Oh, has he still not had enough sleep? I swear I keep telling him to rest more, but... Ike, have you been sleeping enough? You have bags under your eyes. Do I? Between working on personal projects and preparing for this, I guess I may have overworked myself. Ike... Oh, come on, don't look at me like that. It's not... Even if it was just a few hours or so. Ike! I'm fine. There's no need to worry, Eden. And besides, I wouldn't want to miss the chance to spend this time with you. Don't get me wrong, I want to spend time with you too. But we have the whole world ahead of us. Literally. And I do trust you to know your limits, but we don't have to worry about that now, do we? We'll have plenty of time to be together. A little sleep won't hurt. Fine. I'll sleep if it makes you happy. Aww. Ike surprises me as he starts to lean on my shoulder, nuzzling close to me. He squeezes my hand a bit tighter compared to earlier. Ike? Yeah, this does feel nice. He's so close to me. But it is nice, but I don't know if my heart can handle this. I guess you were right. Maybe I do need a break. God, yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. That must be Swedish. Soft breathing tickles my neck as Ike quickly falls asleep. Light shines through the window, bathing the two of us in its warmth. I look down and can't help but smile at the peaceful expression on his face. He was really tired, huh? Oh man, he's so beautiful even when sleeping. It's really happening, huh, Ike? We're really doing this. The intercom goes off, the cabin crew announcing that they will soon start to serve food and drinks. I squeeze Ike's hand tighter as I lean over to him. I hesitate for a moment. Ike's asleep, right? So it should be fine. I can feel the butterflies in my stomach. Come on, it's just one little kiss. I lean further. shaking a bit as I gently kiss Ike on the forehead as quickly as I can before retreating. Feeling my face boiling at such an action. I swear, I can hear someone humming happily somewhere, but my heartbeat is so loud that I can't tell where it came from. Could it be Ike? But I guess it doesn't matter. As long as he's happy, then that makes me happy too. Sunlight shines through the window as I slowly open my eyes, the gentle feeling of something soft and fluffy against my head. Out of the corner of my eye, I see familiar strands of brown and blue. Ike? Eden? Good morning. Did you fall asleep too? Oh, good morning? Ike smiles at me sweetly as he speaks in a slightly husky morning voice. I look up at him, a bit confused. And then it hits me. I jump back in my seat and feel my face heat up. Without realizing, I somehow fell asleep leaning against Ike. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to fall asleep on you. It's all good. Sleeping like that felt nice. How long was I sleeping? Not too long. I woke up about an hour ago, I think. An hour? I feel really bad now. You really worry too much, Eden. It was fine. You have a nice sleeping face anyway. I do? Of course, and besides, I don't mind being this close to you. Lying here is very relaxing. That does sound nice. I'm glad I wasn't bothering you, though. You would never bother me. Of course you'd say that. I start to sit back up, but realize that Ike is still holding my hand. Ike, you can let go of my hand if you want. I know. I just want to be with you for as long as I possibly can. Well, so do I, of course. For a while, we sit in a comfortable silence. The only sounds we can hear are from other passengers or the flight attendants. As Ike said, it's really nice just being with someone like this. Oh, and by the way, Eden. Yes? You know when you kissed me on the forehead earlier? I was still awake. Damn it. Huh? You were awake? That was... With a sudden tug of the hand he was still holding on to, Ike pulls me close to him. Ike? And just like I had done to Ike earlier, I felt something soft and gentle touch my forehead. There we go. A kiss for a kiss. What is that for, Ike? A little payback, if you will. Plus, I do like seeing you flustered. Ike, my heart can't handle this. Come on, you know what I'm like. I can be pretty cheeky at times. Your blushing face really is cute, Eden. Ike, please. Alright, I'll stop. Turning to the side, both Ike and I notice that we can already see the ground. It's still a bit far, but we're getting closer to the first location outside our home. Man, I'm so excited. Me too. This is it. Soon enough, we'll start our journey. Together. I still feel nervous, but I'm happy because I have Ike by my side. Light shines through the plane window. casting a warm glow over the two of us. We smile at each other, grinning from ear to ear. Still hand in hand, we will begin the next chapter of our lives. Together. Cute. Nice. That was really cute. That was really good. I'm sorry I kept like moving the stream around. And I know the date was wrong on the thumbnail, but it's okay. I just had a few things come up and my schedule got a little shaky, but that's okay. I really hope to at least create a schedule sometime in the future, because I know that will like really help with the sorry, I lost my train of thought. It'll really help with me growing my channel if I make a schedule. Yeah, just so people know like what I have planned for the week and they can tune in when they can. I'll work on it, I promise. Yes, good job. That's me. As I can eat in our sleep, Fox wakes up, mostly due to the noise of Ju, Mista, and Luca chatting. What are y'all talking about now? Oh, you're awake. Morning, I guess. You slept real good anyway, didn't ya? Debatable. Now back to my first question. What were you three talking about? Oh, we were just talking about Ike and Eden. Yeah, I mean, Ike's been really happy ever since they hung out more. It's nice. Seeing them smile more is really great. Is always great. That's true, he's definitely been in better moods lately. Even now, he's resting peacefully against Eden. Oh, I wish that was me he was resting up. Aww. I'm sorry I stole your man, Vox. Don't worry, you'll get your turn sometime. Huh, never change, Voxy. Well, whoever he's with, as long as he's happy, right? Yee, you're right, Luca. Let's just be supportive where we can. And if something happens, we'll be here for Ike, yeah? Of course. We would never leave a friend alone. The boys continue to talk, making sure their voices aren't too loud to let Eden and Ike sleep. After some time, their chatter fades into the background, as the flight is still long, and its ambiance eventually lulls them back to sleep. Oh, he's in the center now. That was a lot of fun! No, that was really funny at the end there. I wonder if this is like the bad end CG. Alright, well, I think that's it for me tonight. And I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I will see everyone for the next one. And I will be sure to get my schedule in order. I'm really sorry, it's been messy. But until next time, thank you for coming. And I will see you next stream. Bye!